second. Not so many people today. No.
There are 3 of us. No, I don't know. I can see only 3
Can
people.
you see me?
Yeah, I can see. Yes.
No, there's only.
Sorry,
There's
I
only.
switched off the camera.
Yeah, there's only 3 of us because Robert, there's 4 of us now. Okay. 2 seconds. Let me just get rid of that. Okay, Google, I agree. Okay, it's just so many people today. Right, okay. That's looking pretty horrible, actually. There's a view of my chin on YouTube. Anyway, okay, let me just get rid of that. Now, why are you over there? If I close that. Nope. That's weird. Right, okay. Get rid of that. Okay, is everything all right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just see where we are. No. No. That's bullshit. Okay, here we go. Oh, burgers. That's what I did. I closed it. No. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. It might be just thinking that because this is the period when quite a few people have scrutiny and various things.
Yeah, probably it's like that.
Yeah, so it might be that people are busy, because of course there's always the problem of no, there's always the problem of extra stuff going on. Right, okay. Let me just have a look at this because there's some stuff here that that's complicated. Okay, so there's relatively few of us today, which is all right. 2, 4, 6. That's okay. And I think I'll make a start actually. So, okay. Tell you what I'm going to do, because the thing is, I don't have. I'm on a different computer today, so I don't have everything that I need. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save an image to the
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can.
I can't. I have join a meeting, connecting, but I can't see anybody. I can hear you, but no, I don't know. I can't see anything on the screen.
It must. I don't know. It must be your settings. because I can see that you don't have your video. Your video isn't on.
It's like if you have to give me an authorization or something.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me just check. Nope. It's not that. It's not that.
I have still the screen of Zoom, you know, the window joining, but it doesn't connect. It's written connecting and it's whirling, but it's not.
No. It's because it's not. That means it's not. It's not ready because essentially what I can see is that you don't have your video camera active, but I have nothing which is asking permissions.
Okay, so you have to go out and try again.
Yeah, I think that's probably the easiest thing to do is to just go out and come in again. Right now. That's the participants, which is fine. I'm going to close that. But what I want to do is, okay, from Christine to everybody, this is the where are we? Chat. If it could be useful. Right, okay, fine. Thank you, Christina. Okay, now let me see if I can send this, send this.
Scusate, mi è iniziato.
Sorry?
Scusa.
Hello? I'm not quite sure what that was. I heard one syllable yes and one syllable no. Hello? Okay. Right. Problem here is to. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Right. Let's just see if I can. Crap. There it is. Let's see if I can put this on the. Nope. Okay. Right. I'm just sending an image. Okay, and I'm going to share my screen. But this is just to give you a bit more Okay, where am I? Share, where are we? So here we go. Right, what's that? See, okay. Yeah. Okay, right. So you should be able to see my screen now. Get rid of that. That's the chat. And I'll put that over here if we need this. Okay. So what we've got, what I've got here is I've got a speaking task, which is to do with just talking about activities that might help young people. Okay, so we've got different points. Okay, so does anybody feel like they might want to try this exercise with someone else in a pair? Okay, because the idea here is that you discuss these the relative, let's say, merits of these different types of activities for young people. Excuse me. So, who wants to?
Gordon, excuse me, but question. It isn't only something that you ask. A question, does it mean, as I can understand here, does it mean also a topic? because it is written, and a question for you to discuss. A question to discuss.
Yeah. Well, if you like, I mean, okay, without sort of getting
Because
too.
I knew question as a.
If you look at it formally, it is a question. There's a question mark at the end of it, so it must be a question. But if you like, this is a subject. It's a subject of a discussion. Yeah.
Okay, so we can use it in this sense, in this
Oh,
meaning.
yeah, absolutely. It's just here it's simply sort of stating the obvious, if you like, in the sense that this is the topic, this is the question. Yeah. So it's okay.
So instead of questions, just like drama classes, what do you think about, or talking about drama classes without questions?
No, sorry, Valentina, I don't understand.
I mean, it could be also like talking about drama classes without putting a question. No,
sorry, no. I think what Emanuele was talking about is here. If you read this, it says, here are some creative or artistic activities, blah, 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 and a question for you to discuss.
Yeah.
This is what the examiner would say to you. Okay. Yeah. And so the rest of it is completely up to you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. For anybody who's just come in, the register is on the chat again and again and again. Okay, just to make sure it's okay. So, who wants to give it a go? Anybody? Emanuela, you were first, so you can go. And Valentina, why not?
Valentina, okay.
Okay.
Okay, Valentina, let's talk about dancing classes, if it's okay for you. What do you think about dancing classes? Because I would be, I think it would be a good idea to let young people exercise in dancing, also at school, because dancing can improve the perception people have about themselves, and also, of course, to socialize, something like that.
Yes, I think so. That is very important to improve the movement abilities and the way to socialize as well. And yes. I'm not so chatty today because I finished working just now. I was speaking with them before, but I say, yes, it's important. I don't know how to say in English, proprioception, what you were saying before, the perception of ourselves is like,
it's
proprioception.
It's proprioception.
Yes, okay. This is just what you were saying before, Emanuela, no? Isn't it? The perception of yourself. Okay. And the movement, that is always something good for the health. So
change the subject.
Yeah, like
can we change them? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. You shouldn't spend 2 minutes on one thing.
Maybe we can
move. Keep it.
So we can match dance and music, of course, like learning instrumental and instruments, and somebody maybe can play and other dancing.
Of course, I think it should be necessary to improve this kind of topics, especially in Italian schools, because normally we don't consider at all this kind of subjects.
Answer the question.
And it's very
how might young people benefit?
Yeah. It's a pity that we don't consider this kind of artistic activities. No. Okay. But it's a pity because Italians would be very creative people. So it could be a benefit for Italian economy to grow up.
We don't care about the Italian economy. We want to know about the benefit for young people.
But I mean to improve themselves.
So the question.
To become some good artists is good for themselves and for Italian in general, not economy, but Italian.
We don't care about that. We want to know about young people. What's the benefit
Okay.
for the young people? Answer the question.
Okay.
Don't you think, Valentina, that drama
Sì,
classes?
Vai, Emanuela, vai.
Don't you think that drama classes, for example, would be useful for young people, young students, to let them express themselves? I mean, when, for example, they have to talk in front of a lot of people, or, for example, when they have to read a text.
Text e messaggio, test e test.
Text. So when they have to read a text, for example, no, to interpret it. Valentina!
I've really
Don't abandon. Sorry.
Today I've got some problems really.
Okay.
This is why I was saying please start
Okay.
with another person.
Ah, no, okay, Valentina. I'll tell you what.
See you later.
I'll choose someone else. Okay,
Yes,
it's okay.
sorry, but then I enter. Okay.
Ah,
again.
okay.
Fine.
Later. See you in a few
Okay.
minutes. No,
Okay, Emanuela.
I simply
Emanuela.
was saying that perhaps to take drama classes or attend drama classes for students, young people, can improve their self-confidence, can let them feel better in front of a lot of people when they have to speak, to talk, to explain something.
Okay, just one second, because Barbara has got her hand up.
Okay. I think drama classes help
Okay, you guys.
help children to memorize words, periods, sentences, and what is most important, help children to wait their turn to speak. Their intonation, their pronunciation, their not just intonation, but
But you're right.
but something more important.
Can you say inflection?
Inflection, maybe.
Can you say, Gordon?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
and also dancing classes helps them to learn about their turn, and more also learn. Teach them about a rhythm.
Also discipline, no? A little bit of discipline, because
yes, rhythm, but in learning a musical instrument, because it is rhythm, and in learning a musical instrument, also it learns a method. You have to practice 3 times a week, 8 hours a day. I don't know.
it's a good exercise of patience too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you?
As well as dance classes, you should practice more and more.
Okay, patience. Yeah. Okay. What about one of these other things? What about the website design or the film and video production? What do you think, Emanuela?
Yeah, I think, I mean, it's almost necessary, because they live in a reality that is that is most of the time a virtual reality, or something like exists not only in the real world. So getting used to produce video, film, website, I mean, to stay in this, to live in this reality can be useful for them. And also perhaps they can better understand the difference between reality and virtual world, I think. Can be.
Okay.
I don't know.
So for example, what benefits might they get from designing websites, for example?
Perhaps they can promote themselves or something that they produce, that they create. It's quite easier. It's easier to communicate by website than talking to people, because, for example, now it would be quite difficult to maintain contact with people that can't see each other because of the pandemic situation. So, for example, to create a website can be a wonderful way to contact and contact other people far from your.
What about the process of creating the website itself?
Yeah, of course it is. I think very creative, can be very creative, and also you have to. I think you have to solve problems to create a website. No, you have to plan. You have to solve problems. You have to find sources. To choose documents, to select them. So I think it's a good to think about the impact your the image, for example, you choose can have on people that see the website. So perhaps I think it's really a good way of learn and yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now it's better. Now I finished my
arrange
my. Okay, now it's better. Okay.
That's fine. Okay, so if we look at these topics, sorry if I got a little bit animated. It's just that one of the things is this, that stay on topic. You have to stay on topic because you don't have a lot of time here. Okay.
So don't talk about economy.
yeah, and also just remember that there's two of you. So to demonstrate the level, you need to be sort of agreeing and agreeing to agree or agreeing to disagree, passing the conversation, taking the conversation if necessary. Be conscious of not saying too much, okay? Because you make your point and you can pass the ball. Yeah,
like so we learned.
Yeah, well, it's what Barbara said about. I mean, we could put how might people benefit from from doing lessons online. You have to practice. It's what Barbara said about the scales and the musical instrument. Language is just exactly like music. It's just practice. It's about practice. The more you do, the easier it is. The more the broader your vocabulary, the more fluent you become. But also in social, it's not just the knowledge of the thing. It's also understanding how to use it in the social context that you're in. So yeah, this is fine.
Gordon, may I ask you one thing? Doing these kind of exercises, is it more important to demonstrate, to try to talk? I mean, in quite disinvolved, I don't know the word.
You're sort of like a sort of a fairly fluid way, a fairly natural way.
Natural. Is it better to be a little bit more natural? But for example, doing this, it can happen to do some mistakes. I mean, is it better to control grammar if the grammar is correct and.
Right. Okay. No, that's actually a good question, because the problem at this level is that your grammar should be fairly consolidated. Okay. So, it's true that you are going to make some mistakes, but you don't have time to be thinking about how to construct the phrase, and should it be past perfect continuous, or should it be third conditional, or should it be this or that? Okay, you don't have time to think about that. But at this level, you should have had enough, let's say, practice that you will make mistakes, but you're not going to get tripped up on the simple stuff. Okay. Because one of the other things that comes out at this level also is the ability to work around. So you can't remember the word, or you can't remember the term. You're not sure about the grammar, but you can somehow phrase the thing in a different way. Okay, so that's part of the because at this level it's really about communication.
You have to do a strategy also, no? To
solve
problems.
It's very much about very much about so I'm just looking at the exam advice here, and it says when you discuss the first part of the task, you needn't talk about all of the options, but you should make suggestions, ask your partner's opinions, listen carefully to what he or she says, respond to his or her ideas in order to have a natural conversation or discussion. Okay, so you need to cover a couple of them, but don't get fossilized on one. Remember, the content is just a pretext for talking. Okay, they have to give you something. Okay, and I think this is actually a good summary that you want to be trying to have a conversation or discussion which is as natural as possible. Yeah, but it's practice. It comes with practice. The more you do, the easier. Well, I must say the easier it becomes. Sorry.
Sono perfetta. Proprio perfetto.
So, Emanuela, were you asking if it is better to risk to mistake but speak, or if it is better to check everything and control that you don't do mistakes? This is the...
We make mistakes. We don't do mistakes. We make mistakes. Okay.
You see?
We make mistakes.
This is why, because as I was speaking, I have more probability to make errors. Is I speak less, I'm speaking. If I speak less,
well, all right, but the thing is, Valentina, that's a strategy which is it's not going to work, because if you don't say anything, you're going to get a big fat zero.
Okay?
Yes, because you haven't. I understand what joking apart, I understand what you mean.
You should have to have a good balance.
You're looking for a balance. You're looking for a balance. Okay.
Yeah.
And as Emanuela said, it's this idea of something which is, let's say, a flow which is relatively relatively natural. Okay. Yeah.
Can I say sure or comfortably? How can I say something that is relatively sure or like a comfort zone? You know.
Yeah. Okay. Relatively sure, relatively safe.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. No, I mean, this is okay, but I think it would be quite interesting to see what's going to happen. See what will happen with the second part of the task, of course, because the first part is just how might young people benefit from doing these activities. Okay.
How might Italy benefit from economic advance?
Yeah, and who cares about that? No one. Yeah. But then the question is, so which do you think would be most important for young people to study at school? Okay, now this might be a little bit more contentious, but again, what's the idea here? You can agree, you can disagree, you can agree to disagree. Okay, this is fine. There's no right or wrong answer here. Okay, so I don't know. Does someone want to try this? And I'll give you more than a minute, because I think it's actually just more important, rather at this moment or at this time, rather than pressure for the time. It's better to just practice talking about stuff. Okay.
Excuse me, a dramatic question. When I read now you have a minute to decide which
Mhm.
activity is most important. Why do you repeat it is?
No. Why? Okay. Now you have a minute to decide which activity.
Is most important. Why it is?
Oh, hold on a minute. Which activity it is most.
Activity is the subject. Why do you
No.
repeat with
You
the
have a
pronouns?
minute to decide which activity is most important. No, I think you're right. This is just. I think it's just un refuso.
Yeah, because that is a subject
don't need it.
pronoun, but there is the,
Yeah, we
the
don't need it.
noun already.
Mhm.
Activity. Okay.
No, which activity it is most important? No.
So you have to repeat.
Which activity it is most important? No, it does. It either work. I think
Okay.
I would probably not use it, but
Okay.
which
Me
activity
neither.
it is most important. Okay, so yeah, it's a reinforcer.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like a repetition that
Yeah.
subject and pronoun subject.
Yeah, it's a
Subject pronoun,
it's a reinforcer.
Okay.
Okay, right. So I'll tell you what. Who have we got? We've got a Sandra, and we've got Francesco. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
I can't see you.
Yeah, now it's possible.
Nope, you're a black screen.
Okay. Yes, I have my camera forward. Yeah.
You
Okay,
were
there
right
go.
about the
That's the
rainfall,
reason.
Francesco.
Okay. Yeah, because I think there's not so many people today that we can actually have the
Yeah.
open.
Don't worry about it.
No,
it's
okay.
just my
Wow.
habit to shut down the camera in order to be online every time. And I somehow fear that my identity, my video identity, could be stolen by someone.
Well, I sold it to some Russians the other day. So if you want a share of the profits.
Nope.
The important
I'm
is that it's
joking.
for Italian economy.
Okay, right. Okay, so what do you think? So Sandra and Francesca, what do you think? What do you think is of these? Can you sort of have a bit of a discussion about which you think is probably could be more important, or more important for young people to study at school?
I think that it's a bit difficult to choose for me between dancing classes and learning a musical instrument.
Really? Okay. I think, in my opinion, learning a musical instrument is really much important. It gives more benefits, because you see, through the study of an instrument, you can develop your artistic sensitivity, but also at the same time you can be in contact with great musicians and composers of the past. And when I guess that the most important thing in adolescence is that at the same time you can express your emotions. Don't you agree?
Oh, I think that also when you dance, you can express your emotions and your feelings, and you learn music at the same time, and you do also movements, and your body can move, and so it's useful at the same time.
Yes,
also,
I agree.
Because dance, there is music as well, so you can learn music at the same time. This is what I was thinking.
Yes, I agree in part with you, but I think that dancing is let's say, a non-verbal language, which is most difficult both to learn and to interpret, let's say, to understand by other peoples, while music has gets a much more direct touch with other people. It can be shared in an easier way.
If there are
I think
lyrics.
that many people think that the music is a universal language, And I think that, for example, we have like here, we appreciate a kind of music that many people don't appreciate in other countries, for example. And I don't know if music is really a universal language. I think that can touch your emotions, but then maybe, I don't know, if when I listen to some Indian music, I don't know if my feelings are really the same, or I can understand the Indian music like someone from India. So I'm not sure.
Yes, both languages, dance and music, are non-verbal, and they have some key codes which have to be known and shared, of course.
Yes.
So you
So
can,
which
you
is the
can
most, so
misunderstand
guys,
both music
which do you
and
think
dance.
is the most important to study at school?
Okay, I say for music.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think dancing because it involves music as well.
Okay, let's toss
Where-
it and decide because the time is
No, but this is
coming to an
this is
end.
fine. This is
Okay.
fine.
Now, the best is website design
No,
because
in fact,
everything
you've completely missed the point, because it's website design, as Valentina said. No, I'm joking. No, in this case, what you can do is you can say, well, okay, we'll just have to agree to disagree. Yeah, and no,
Okay,
and I'm not joking.
It could be a
It's
good conclusion now.
It's a
A
perfectly
polite conclusion.
It's
Okay.
a perfectly polite and acceptable way
maybe
of
a
bringing
polite conclusion could be
bringing the
okay.
conversation to a conclusion.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe you can say, okay, you, Sandra, will go to learn dancing at school, and you, Francesco, will go
I'll
to learn
carry on playing my guitar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah. No,
anyone
that's
could
fine.
choose what he prefers, and
Yeah. Each.
You mean which of these 5 things are the most important to learn at school, or
Yeah.
it is general? Because I think it is very difficult to choose a subject and say it is the most important one.
Well, it's
Everything
clear.
is
Look,
important. It is
it's
just
clear.
like a jigsaw.
Look, it's clear to me that everybody should know chemistry, but apart from that, okay.
Yeah. If I can say one, if I can choose one of these, I would choose learning a musical instrument and drama. I think they are important.
Okay.
Well,
So
it's
different
it
way
is
of
my
thinking.
personal idea, because I don't like dancing at all. But
Me too. I can't dance, so
no, I can't. I'm terrible. I don't have any rhythm. So, but I would like, if I would choose for me, or for my
I mean, because if you think about it, I mean, if you look at the topics, and I think they do this deliberately, because they're quite, these things, some of them are sort of connected, but there's a sort of like you're going sort of from something which is, these are really quite let's say arts based, so musical instrument, dancing, these are performing arts, okay.
Yeah. I definitely
drama, but then you're going more towards the technical side of stuff.
yeah, I was saying website design.
They've done this, obviously they've done this to sort of stimulate, because, okay, you guys, one was talking about dancing, one was talking about a musical instrument, but you may find someone who insists that everyone has to learn how to code.
I definitely wouldn't
You are
anything of technology.
Everybody, you are too much artistic. I think that artistic, because I think that now computer is the future. So you have to learn website design, because that's the best, and we will use it, everybody, in our lives. So if you don't learn website design, you are like a troglodyte, and
but not everybody needs to be able to make websites.
No, I'm just no. Okay.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, but you can see,
Yeah.
you see how I can come back on this type of thing. So, I think what they do is they throw these things in to create a little bit of, let's say, interest in, so that you're not just agreeing with each other. That's the key. Okay. So so what you're thinking, what you're doing is you're using language which is about agreement, disagreement, and making a point and supporting an argument. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's curious. No one said anything about film and video production, or relatively little.
Maybe it depends from the country. If it is a more artistic country like Italy, where singing and dancing is the top of the professions, maybe, like we have so many composers or artists in general, maybe it is better to improve that kind of school education. While if we are in countries where technology is more advanced, like USA or China or other countries, maybe it is better to improve that kind of teaching subject.
No, for example, can I talk? Can I talk?
Yeah, you can. Just one second. Steffi, just one second, because Francesco had his hand raised.
I guess that you didn't consider that also making a film is a form of art. And so it could be treated at the same level with the same reference. But so
okay. Yeah. Steffi, where are you?
Because I don't know how to hand
there you are. Okay. No, because the thing is, it's like a jigsaw puzzle that just sort of rearranges itself. Yeah. So it's
how can you say alzare la mano?
No,
raise your hand.
Sorry.
Raise your hand.
Can I speak?
Yes, Steffi, right. Raise your hand.
Okay. No, because
I
would say I would have said film and video production because I'm teaching in a technical school. So I totally agree with the film and video production as a subject, as a new subject. It's not so new, but a new subject to study and to make it compulsory at school, I think, because it is extremely important now to know how to make up, for example, videos and some short films, because they are a means for the future. I think, for example, schools can introduce their subjects, their mission, present themselves in this way, this new kind of media. So I agree with the film and video production.
Do young people need to learn how to do that, or do they do it naturally? For example, TikTok and stuff.
Yeah, they most of them know well how to create a video, but for example, they don't know all the steps. For example, how to give the speeches, the right speeches for a certain kind of video, and how to mount it, how to create it in a sequence. So I think they need to be in a sort of way directed that in that kind of activity.
Do you think that would take away the spontaneity of what they do? Because I suppose what I'm saying is, do they all have to be Martin Scorsese?
No, not of course. They don't have to become
or Steven Spielberg.
It's too much for pupils in general.
Maybe once in their life, they can be hero just for one day.
But for example, if they introduce themselves in a video, they can, for example, use some dramatic activities. They can be spontaneous when acting. Why not? They can coexist. The technique with the spontaneity could coexist here.
No, because I'm just thinking about something which my daughter had to do for a university course a few months ago. she had to prepare a brief, I think it was something like a 30-second video, where she was introducing herself to a group of people in a, let's say, some sort of context where they were getting together. Okay, so it's this type of thing. And she said to me, it was surprising how difficult it is, because you come across like like a wooden board.
What is she studying? Does she need to do this?
Sorry?
What does she study?
It's a technical subject, but it's the context of what they call professionalization, which is they do stuff. They also do stuff with preparation of CV and stuff like that, video interviews and things like that.
But so I mean, which faculty? Just to know if it is so much connected with the study itself or not.
No. This is a technical faculty, and it's just it's just in parallel. It's part of the, let's say, learning about how the subject fits within the world of work.
And so the subject a part of the argument to enter the job.
It's practicing presenting yourself. Essentially.
Being able to do an interview, to present yourself, and to introducing your
and introducing things. Okay, that's good. As ever, I know that we've got a group of stalkers or lurkers who never actually say anything. So I'm just being a little bit, let's say, I'm trying to sort of goad you into action here. So for those of you who haven't actually sort of said much yet, we can see if we can. Oops! Now this thing here. Okay, right. Okay, that's Helen Mirren. Okay, right. Okay. Okay, a little bit of. I'm just lost my page here. I need to just zoom out a little bit. So please just bear with me 2 seconds, because I need to. Right. Okay. I think we were down here. 6, or was it? There it is. That's it. Okay. Right. Okay. So don't really want to do that because it's writing, but let's have a look at this. In the review with the synonym of. No, I don't want to do that either. We'll do this instead. Okay, right. So I'm just going to. Okay, zoom out 1 second. There we go. Okay, so. Okay, so part of the exam is to you have some exercises which are reading exercises. I think there are about 7 of them, and they vary in different ways. This is one type of exercise. Now, I don't know whether we've come across this before, but what I'd like to do is I'd like to have a go at this exercise here. Now, if you just give me 2 seconds, what I will do is I will try to copy it as an image, and I will send it on the chat. So just give me 2 seconds and see if I can get this to. Okay, there it goes. Now, let me see if I can open the chat here, because the chat is a pain. Where is it? Ah, there it is. So, up here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Just put it over there. And it should be coming through now. Okay, so if you need to use it, I don't know whether you're using a big screen or a small screen. Okay, so can you, oops. Can you see this okay? I'll have to put it on this. This is the maximum that I can do.
Before it was better.
Yeah, the problem is I'm missing these.
Ah, okay.
Okay, hold on a minute. Let's just see though if I can. Okay, I can get rid of the title because we don't need that.
Okay, that's better, much better.
Okay, so we can get down to 5 or 4 at least, and then I can scroll. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give you a few minutes just to have a look at this. We'll get down to, I think you can see that 5 is together, crossed, folded, and closed. So we can have a look at that. So I'll give you a couple of minutes, and then we can take it from there.
Excuse me, Gordon, I can't understand because there are numbers and then letters.
Okay, right. What you do, okay, so what you have is you have one, number 1 is these, and you have to choose which is the most
Okay,
appropriate
sorry.
word. Okay?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's a very common type of question. It's one of the types of questions that you get. Okay.
Okay.
Some of them are relatively easy. Some of them are maybe a bit more difficult.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, everybody okay? Or do you need a little bit more time? Okay, right. So who wants to go? Let's Filomena.
Me, okay.
Oh, Beatrice. No,
Okay.
Beatrice.
May,
Okay,
may I
fine.
start? Okay. Number one.
Can you put your video on?
Yes, of course. Number one,
There we go.
take unnecessary risks. Number two, I wrote element of danger. Number three.
Okay, there was a certain element of danger in her plan. Okay.
Number three, I wrote sense of achievement.
Great sense of achievement. Yeah. Okay.
Number four, keeping an eye. Keeping an eye.
Yeah, she'd be keeping an eye on the weather she'd been keeping an eye on the weather all week. Okay. Number five.
Number five, crossed. And
Yeah, you keep your fingers
Fingers.
crossed. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay. And
Number
so
6 probably is wrong because I wrote turned. Oh, Franco, my cat, turned around, not round.
she turned round. She heard the sirens, and so yeah, when she. No. Let me just have a look. No. Absolutely not. Right. So we need to read this. So she picked up her overnight bag, left the house, and got into the car. In no time, she'd covered 50 kilometers and was still feeling good about her adventure. Then, without any warning, the car lurched to the right and left the road. The last thing she remembers was her head hitting the steering wheel when she came around. Or when she came round.
Round.
Okay.
Yes.
That's riprendere coscienza.
Yes.
Okay.
Came round. You're right.
Okay. She
And
heard
number
the sirens and
7,
saw the flashing lights of the
emergency
services as they arrived. Okay,
Yes.
that's fairly straightforward.
Excuse me, is two element as Beatrice has said, because I thought it was factor of precision.
No. It's è una frase fatta.
Element.
It's an element of danger.
Okay, element.
Yeah, there's an element of danger in what you're telling me.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, right. Now these are always good for a laugh. So it says complete the second sentence so that it has a similar meaning to the first using the word given. So I can't wait to start my new job.
I'm really looking forward to.
I'm really looking forward to starting. You look forward to something, to doing something, to starting my new job. Okay. What about number 2?
Excuse me, the video was stuck. So
okay.
Could you repeat because I didn't hear? Is it I'm really looking forward?
I'm really looking forward to starting my new job.
Forward. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Thank goodness we avoided the floods.
We were lucky.
And we were lucky too.
We luckily.
We were lucky to avoid the floods.
Or lucky we avoided.
We were lucky to avoid the floods.
Okay.
We were lucky to avoid.
We have to use the term they put.
Yeah. You have to use this word, and you can't modify it. It has to be that. Okay. Okay. Right. What about? No, I'll just move. Well, I don't need to move it over. I'll just make it a bit bigger. I think maybe. Okay.
I regret not to phone. No, that's. I regret
having phoned.
I didn't do that phone call to my sister. I regret I didn't do it. That phone.
I regret.
Having phoned. No.
No, because this you've got to use the rest of this. Okay.
I haven't made. Maybe I haven't made. Could I say?
Okay. I wish. No, okay. Let's just listen to. We have to understand the sense of this. So, was the phone call to her sister good or bad?
Bad.
Bad.
No.
Could it be? I regret having done. No, having done. The construction.
So it's I regret I did that phone call to my sister.
Not did. I regret making that phone call to my sister. Make a phone call.
Yes. I haven't made or making.
Okay.
But making.
I regret making that phone call to my sister.
Okay, making even if you did it. I mean, because in Italian it would be aver fatto.
No, but it's not the same. It's not the same language.
Okay.
This is English.
Making even if it is
Yeah.
If
Like
you have
stop
already done
smoking.
it.
So
Like
so
stop
I
smoking,
regret
making.
I regret making that phone call to my sister.
I'm gonna
Okay,
write
yeah.
it. Okay.
I regret making that phone call to my sister. Yeah, it's like I regret doing something in the past.
I regret doing in the past.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, because if you think about it, I suppose the sense of it is that the phone call had a duration of
And does it exist or not at all, the form I regret having done something? No, not at all.
Now there you go, you've said it, having done something. Okay, having done something is doing something. Yeah, you see what I mean? Yeah, I regret going to the cinema yesterday. The film was awful. I regret eating that spaghetti at lunchtime because I ate too much. Yeah, so I regret doing something in the past. I regret being late for the restaurant, whatever. Yeah, being.
Okay, and which is the difference between, for example, if you want to say in Italian, mi dispiace arrivare in ritardo e mi dispiace essere arrivata in ritardo. How could you distinguish?
Okay, so what's the context? What do you want to say?
For example, I regret being late yesterday, and it's okay.
Okay, yeah. I regret being late for the meeting yesterday. I regret being late for the meeting half an hour ago. Yeah.
Okay. But if I say I can't be there on time, I regret being late. Mi dispiace.
No, because that's future, isn't it? Because you one's talking about what's happened, what's talking about what will happen. So I'm sorry, I can't. I'm sorry, I regret that I won't be able to arrive on time. Whatever, I will be
in the future, but
yeah,
she was meaning in the very past.
No, because in Italian we also use it for the present.
No. It's because in English you would say,
I'm
sorry, I'm going to be late, but that's present continuous expressing future. I am going to be late.
So if it's the future, I regret I won't be there.
Okay, no.
Can you repeat?
I regret I won't be on time. I regret I'm going to be late. Okay, it's that construction.
Thank you.
But it's continuous, which is expressing future. Yeah. So it's a bit. This is where at this level, this is where the differences between the sense of time in different languages becomes important, because you understand that the use of, for example, the past tenses can be quite different, and the sense of time, how time is described, can have quite a different sense. Okay,
I understand. I'm going to, yes, but I'm not so sure about I won't be. Do you mean the WONT?
Yeah, I won't be. I will not be. I will not be there on time.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
I will be late.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that will not is want. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. What about the next one?
We can't afford.
It's fairly.
We can't afford to buy a new car.
Yeah, we can't afford to buy a new car. This one's fairly easy. What about this one? Mm-hmm.
He denies having seen her before.
I deny seeing.
Having seen her.
He
like
denies.
I think I deny seeing.
It's like the previous one, no? Like regret.
Yeah, he denies ever seeing her before. Okay, so he denies ever. So here you've got never, but you need to change it.
And if
Positive.
it won't be, if there isn't never, it denies seeing her before.
Denies
Yeah,
seeing
ever
her.
seeing.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is, you need the same sort of sense. So you need the this is reinforcing. Yeah. So he denies ever seeing her before, and the negative is within the denies. That's where the meaning is.
It's
Yeah.
already negative.
Yeah.
Because of
Yeah.
denies.
Yeah. Okay. What about the last one? Excuse me. It's been a long day.
How can I say non ci arrivo? I can't get it.
I assume that you're referring to the exercise. Yeah. I don't get it.
Okay.
No, yeah, I don't understand this.
Okay. I can't get, or I don't.
I don't get this. No, I don't get this.
I don't get.
Yeah, I think this
It was until maybe we settled out.
No, settled. What okay? What you need to understand here is, what does this mean in this context?
Yes, settle. It means usually it means that someone stands in a place, arrives in a place and stays there. I think, but here.
No.
Here it has another meaning. I think. Yeah, another meaning.
No. It's to. You need to think. It's to settle a bill.
Yeah.
Pagare.
Yeah, pagare.
Okay.
Yeah, it was until we settled. No, allora it was until we checked the out.
Yeah, we settled our bill. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't until we checked out that we settled our bill. Yeah. Okay.
It was difficult.
Yeah, I think these some of them are a little bit sort of tricky, but then you look at them and you think, well, actually, no, it's not that bad.
Can you repeat the last one, the sixth?
Yeah, it wasn't until we checked out that we settled our bill. Okay, and you've got 6 words, so it wasn't until we checked out that we settled. Okay. Oh, complete these texts with the infinitive or the ing form of the verbs in brackets. One verb is in the passive. Oh, nice. Right, okay. So what we're looking for is, excuse me, either the infinitive or the ing form.
How can I say in English? How can I say that you passed me?
I sort of.
How can I say
I've infected you with the yawn.
Okay. So really, as a joke, can I say you infected me?
Well, yeah, I suppose, but given the circumstances, it's probably not a good idea.
Okay. Do you know that in Italian we say like, me l'hai attaccato?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you don't use this in English?
No, you can in a sort of a jokey sense. I've been infected with your whatever. You talk about people having an infectious sense of humor. Okay. Something which is easily communicated.
Contagioso, yes. Like in Italian,
contagious. Yeah. Okay. You talk about something being contagious. Right. Okay. So.
Contagious or infective sense of humor?
No. Infectious. Infectious or contagious. in the sense of a sense of humor, that either. Yeah.
Thank you.
Obviously, contagious is something to do with passing it on, whereas infectious is something to do with taking it. Okay, so what about number 1?
To climb out onto the roof.
Okay. So you've got to climb.
Leave. Number 2 is to leave.
The other 2 refused to leave their room and waited.
To be rescued.
To be rescued. Okay.
Being waited? No, to be. To me, sorry.
No. It's just the passive. To be rescued.
Yeah, but being rescued, no.
No.
To be.
No.
Waiting.
To be. Okay. The manager
waited for to be rescued.
No. Okay. So the other 2 refused to leave the room and waited to be rescued.
Yes. But what did they say? To be rescued.
To be rescued. Okay.
Yeah.
The manager admitted.
Waiting.
Okay. Waiting for 20 minutes before.
Phoning.
Fire brigade.
Sorry, Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I put it, the manager admitted having been waited.
No.
No.
Too complicated. Too complicated. It's a lot, Christina. It's a lot more simple. It's not a lot simpler. It's a lot easier. So the manager admitted to waiting, or admitted waiting. Sorry, admitted waiting for 20 minutes before phoning the fire brigade. So this is the one with the ing. So waiting, admitted waiting. Yeah. He claimed that he had attempted
To put out
the fire himself before
Realizing.
Before realizing the seriousness of the situation. Okay. He apologized to his colleagues for
Putting
their lives at risk. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We've just lost someone. Well, I can't.
Excuse me. When you say arise your hand, when you say arise your hand, is like arise and not rising, like the verb.
No. It's raise your hand. It's not rise. Raise.
Okay.
Let me just put this on the chat because to
yes,
avoid
please.
any.
Because Christina and Emanuela wrote raise. Maybe I think it's good, but I know another verb. So
okay, right. Okay.
Meaning.
To raise. Alzare.
Okay.
To rise.
Yeah, the rising sun.
This is also the same, but it's also alzare, but it's not used in the same way. So, for example, bread. Well, you can raise bread too.
Raising powder.
It's the sun rises.
Yeah.
The sun rises. Okay, so yes. I'll put this. The sun.
Yeah, it's the one I said.
Yeah.
The rising sun. Okay.
To raise is it can be to take something up. Okay.
Raising powder, like the wheat.
Yeah, it could also be to raise a child, to bring them up. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So the point here is that they're not interchangeable in most situations. Okay. The sun. You don't raise the sun.
Okay.
Okay. The sun rises, for example. Yeah. How can I mark my attendance today? So just 1 second, Steffi, let's just see if I can find that link and I will send it again and again and again. Okay, so I think it's this one.
Please. And
no, it's okay, here we go.
2 lessons ago, I can't remember if I put my signature somewhere. I don't think so.
No idea. Because I honestly don't know what happens when you follow this link. So
And now can I do it?
Yeah. I've just sent the link on the. It should work. Okay, right. Oh, we've still got some more.
No, se vado su quel link mi butta fuori dello Zoom.
Ah, see. I know why.
Deve aprire un'altra pagina.
I know why. It's because it's missing an H at the beginning.
Oh.
There you go. No, it's because I hadn't copied it, all of it. Okay, so what about these? The climbers?
Refuse to take the weather forecast seriously and ended up. No.
And ended up? And ended up? Okay, so they refused to take the weather forecast seriously and ended up
getting lost when it started to snow. Getting lost when it started to snow.
When it started to snow, yeah, okay.
Despite this, they went on climbing, but were eventually forced to admit.
Yeah, forced to admit defeat, okay.
It was when.
Excuse me, you have to wait a little bit. I can follow you.
Okay. So what have we got? I'll just repeat this, Emanuela. So we got, despite this, they went on to climb.
It started.
They went on climbing. Sorry, they went on climbing.
It started to snow or snow?
Yeah, when it started to snow, they went on climbing, but were eventually forced to admit defeat. Okay. It was then that they.
Sorry, forced, because I tried. I am writing them in case I have the time to have a look again.
Okay.
Otherwise, I can't remember them. Sorry.
Okay, but were eventually forced to admit defeat.
Okay.
It was then that they tried
to phone mountain rescue.
Asking.
They tried
to phone.
I would say to.
They tried phoning. They tried phoning mountain rescue.
Phoning.
Phoning.
They tried phoning mountain rescue.
So you say not trying to do, but doing something.
Yeah, they try. Yeah, they tried to phone. They try. You can say they tried to phone, or they tried phoning. They tried doing something. Yes, they tried phoning.
Okay. There are two meaning of try. Two ways. I think. Huh?
Yeah. It's a bit ambiguous.
When it is easy, when I think it's easy to do, you're putting.
Okay, and they tried phoning mountain rescue.
Asking for help.
To ask for help.
Perché è un infinito di scopo. To ask for help.
Yeah, it's sort of it's because you're doing it once and you're asking for you're doing it for a particular thing. Okay, so mountain rescue to ask for help. Okay. However, there was no phone signal on the mountain. They could not contact the team and spent the night on the mountain,
regretting their decision to ignore the forecast.
Yeah, regretting their decision to ignore the forecast. Okay.
So just to repeat some important ones, it is to try phoning or to phone. When do you have to use one or the other one? Because they are both correct, you said, isn't it?
Boo.
No, okay.
No, I got no idea.
Okay, so they are both correct.
It was then that they tried phoning. I think it was then that they tried to phone. It was then they tried phoning.
Okay.
It works. Either works.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
while to ask for is just if you want to obtain something. If you
Yeah.
want to obtain something.
This
Chiedere per
here
ottenere.
you need the two. You need the
Yeah.
two because, as Steffi said, it's like
Yeah.
there's an
Scopo,
intention
aim.
there, and so it's yeah.
Yeah, because you would like to obtain something.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, I know that it's a bit subtle the thing, but you need the two here. Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. Oh, this is collocations. Collocations. And so what have we got? We've got this one. Okay, in each of the sentences below, cross out the adjective in italics which does not collocate with the noun in bold. Okay, so so I think you've got three in this case, and two of them work, but one of them doesn't.
okay. So we have got to cross two.
So one of these three. So we've got high, big, significant. Okay. Which one doesn't work?
Big.
Yeah. Okay. So we have high percentage or significant percentage of accident victims coming to hospital have been doing DIY at home. Okay. What about this next one?
What is it? DIY. What does it
Fai da
stand
te.
for?
Fai da te. Do it yourself.
Sorry. Excuse me. I didn't listen to you because of
You didn't hear me. You didn't hear me.
stuck,
You didn't hear me.
of the connection.
DIY. Do it yourself. Fai da te.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
I wasn't listening. Do it yourself. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because the connection was stuck.
Okay, for me, visiting Paris is always a great, wide, tremendous experience.
Wide
Great.
is not correct.
Wide, absolutely not. Okay. Okay, actually, this is something that I could try. See, Giovanni attaches considerable, great, large importance to the way he dresses, so he always gets up extra early.
Large doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it's not that. Okay, that definitely doesn't sound so good. Okay, if you want to do a gap year before going to university, there is an endless, huge, deep range of possibilities for you to choose from.
Deep is not
Deep.
correct.
Yeah,
Deep.
this doesn't fit.
Deep.
Okay. Okay, so Martina is showing a lot
I
of
cannot
promise.
hear.
Martina is showing a lot of promise, and she's made high, considerable, satisfactory progress with her English this term.
High is not
High.
correct.
High.
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 Okay. There's no GH in it. It's just high. Okay. My brother has spent a huge, heavy, considerable amount of money renovating an old farmhouse.
Heavy.
Heavy is not correct.
Yeah. Okay. We don't need heavy there. Okay. They're doing roadworks in the street, and the noise is so loud, terrible, big that I can hardly hear myself think.
Big is not correct.
Yeah, because big doesn't apply to noise. One of the attractions of this job is the endless high, wide variety of different tasks.
High is not correct. Maybe. Or endless.
High.
The first. Okay.
Yeah, so the endless variety of tasks means that it's all different. Wide variety, a wide variety. This is a classic collocation. Okay, a wide variety of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So unless you are talking really technical stuff where you might be talking about levels of variety in a process or something, you won't be talking, you won't use high. Okay, right, 28 minutes past. I think that's enough for today, I think. So I think
Gordon, please, I need you to ask how can I say in English presente when I do the call of the name of my pupils. I say, for instance, I ask Brigigetti, are you in when they are in that?
Are you present?
Say, are you present? Okay. Is it
Yeah.
if I say, are you in, because in the classroom, is it okay? Are you in? To say like
it works, but I wouldn't use it because in this form you're doing a register. Okay, so the formal thing is present absent.
Okay, so
are you present? Something like, is there anybody in there?
Yeah, well, that's Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
So I can ask, are you present? And he says, yes, I am. Or
well, he says, yes, I am. Or there's silence.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, they can answer, yes, I am. Okay. So,
yeah.
Present?
It's present. It's present absent. Yeah. But typically when you're calling the register. Okay. Right. Okay. So it's 7:30. So I hope everyone is okay, and we shall catch up next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Gordon.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Have a nice evening.
Bye.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
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 Remember, I have to. Where the?
Do you have the PDF of this or not?
Yeah, I do. I've actually got your email addresses now, so I will send it. Okay,
Thank you very much.
just 2 seconds because I can't do it now because I've got to